Talk a little bit about the film you've watched on North Texas and what kind of preparations you've had going to Friday's game.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have much. They've just played one exhibition and one close scrimmage, and we have the exhibition and have seen that. But we know their personnel. Tony Mitchell is very talented. Chris Jones is an outstanding point guard, and Jordan Williams on the wing has been very good as well. So, they're more than just a one-man show. And Tony Mitchell, a very athletic team and a very dangerous basketball team.
You say they're more than a one-man show, but how tough is it to stop a guy like Tony Mitchell, who's that big and that athletic?
Well, you have to keep him off the board and try to take away the easy ones. And, we have to try to limit him in transition the best we can. We have to try to keep him off the offensive glass and keep him off the free throw line. And if we do that, then I feel like we've made him earn what he gets. He's a very talented athlete, a very gifted basketball player, so it'll be a challenge for us.
It's the only matchup of Friday that's two teams picked to win their conference. A lot of people don't know how good North Texas is. I mean, kind of tell the fans what kind of team this is.
Well, there's a reason nobody play them. Nobody was that excited about taking that game, and they return a lot from last year. Last year, Chris Jones and Jordan Williams and Tony Mitchell didn't play together very much. Jones and Williams were out the second semester. Tony wasn't eligible to the semester. They only played together a few games. So now that those three are together, those guys are all high major talents, all three of them. So we have to try to contain that, keep them in front of us, and then on the offensive end, make sure we can play without turning the basketball over.
Coach, there's something about winning with style points, and people talk about that in football. Is there any such thing? You just want to get the W, right?
Win by one and move to Saturday. I'd take it right now. So, it's early in the year, and we're still working out kinks, and it's not going to be perfect. It never is at the start of the season. So we have to try to limit our errors as much as we possibly can, and play as mistake-free as possible, and hope that we execute.
How confident are you in Austin stepping in for Antoine?
Very confident. He's been there, he's done it. He's earned it, and I think his teammates have confidence in him, and Austin has confidence in himself. Now, is there going to be a learning curve? Absolutely. Probably much like I wasn't here for Antoine's sophomore year, but I'm guessing it wasn't perfect. So there's going to be some growing pains, and I understand that. We'll be patient with him and bring him along as we go.
Does Tony Mitchell remind you of any players you've prepared for in the past?
He's different. He maybe doesn't. He doesn't shoot it and score it like a Michael Beasley, but athletically, he's as good of athlete, but probably not as skilled, with the basketball in his hands. He's one of the. If there's a better frontline athlete in the country, I'm not sure who that would be. He's a tremendous athlete that's become a much better basketball player. I see growth in him from the time I saw him in Latvia when he was playing with Doug to where he is today. He's made some great strides with his skill level.
With the style that North Texas brings, and obviously the focus on defense going into this year, how do you focus on defense and still have such an up-tempo game?
Well, we haven't lost focus of who we are and what we're good at. We still have to be good offensively. I think at the end of the day, we're going to win games with our offense like we did last year, hopefully. But defensively, I hope there's some subtle improvements. I don't think you're going to see a major change because our personnel hasn't changed. But hopefully there's our attention to detail is a little bit better because we're a year older. We've spent a little bit more time on it. So hopefully there's been improvements there. But this is going to be an up and down game. North Texas likes to fly it up and down the floor, and we're certainly on our home floor not going to slow it down.
You guys had 15,000 out here for the exhibition. How have you seen this fan support grow in the three years you've been here?
It's been incredible. I think people have embraced our guys. I think they're the kind of guys you want to root for. They handle themselves well on the floor. I think their unselfishness shows when they play the game of basketball, and when you hear them when they talk to you guys in the media, they're quick to give credit to someone else and not really spend a lot of time talking about themselves. And I think people of Omaha, I think that's the way they are, and I think they appreciate that, and it makes this group easy to cheer for.
You guys be at full strength, no issues health-wise?
I don't, you know, Nevin won't be back, but Johans has practiced the last few days. Josh was out with the flu, but he was back yesterday. So, you know, knock on wood, hopefully nothing happens between now and Friday.
I think Josh will move into that starting role for Johans.
We'll decide on that, but you know, we were 29-6 with the starting lineup we went with last year. So, you know, you have to make sure you put guys in the right place.
Any update on the redshirt situation?
No, we won't. We probably won't make a decision before the game.